Yes, welcome to the PI Podcast, Political Insights for the Palaging Inis. I'm your host, Matt Ordonez, and we are continuing with our coverage of Endo, the stage adaptation based on the 2007 movie by Jade Castro. So, as we all know, we last time we had Ma'am Liza Magtoto, the playwright of Endo. She adapted it into stage, and so we are now joined by the director who has also a hand in like updating and renewing the story of Endo into the 2020s or in this new century. And he had a lot of his new ideas were definitely made it more fresh. So we're now going to elaborate on that here. Here with us tonight, we have director Melvin Lee. Welcome, Direct Melvin, to the PI podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me and thank you for having us and for all the support, Matt.
Okay. First of all, let's just begin maybe for those who are not familiar with your work, like who
Mm.
are you and like what are your how did you get into theater and then what's your style of theater? What have you done? Like what are other plays that you have done besides Endo? Go ahead, direct.
So I joined PETA 1982 when I was only 16 years old, no, and then never
Wow.
left. And never left. And then I started directing mga early late 90s, no?
Mm-hmm.
So but my main influence is basically realism, no? So
Mm-hmm.
I think my first professional, I mean part of the season uh directorial assignment was Agnoya, also
Mm.
written by Lisa Magtoto. And
Ah,
then
okay.
after that, it's all about relationships. You and then the characters were based on the zodiac signs,
Oh,
no?
wow.
So yun. So and then the 6 degrees of separation of these characters. Yon. So
Mm-hmm.
that's Agnoya. And then after that, I did Dalawang Buhay ni Plaridel, written by attorney Nicolas Pichay.
Mm-hmm.
It's an almanac. It won the Centennial Playwriting Contest.
Mm-hmm.
No, so PETA did that, and then after that, I was busy doing managerial work for PETA
Mm-hmm.
as head of the repertory arm,
Mm-hmm.
but in terms of lately, my directorial assignment was all advocacy driven. So
Yes.
the first one was Padayon. It's a
Mm-hmm.
community. It's a production done with Palo Community Theater Group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in Leyte.
Yes.
This was our response to the Typhoon Yolanda,
Mm.
capacitating the community for
Mm-hmm.
disaster risk reduction. So we did a play with the community and we toured it in the different municipalities in
Mm.
Leyte. And then
Mm-hmm.
after that, I was assigned to advocate for mental health. So
Mm.
I did Night Mother with
Mm.
Eugene Domingo and Sherry Lara. And then
Mm-hmm.
after that, an advocacy on HIV awareness.
Mm.
So this time with Sherry Pai Picache, the title of the play was Under My Skin, written by
Mm.
Rodi Vera with the
Mm-hmm.
Petakalinangan Sam. So
Yes.
lately, I've been assigned to deal or handle advocacy plays, no?
Yes.
So yon. So ito namang Endo, in a way, it's also an advocacy, no?
Mm-hmm.
Because we are looking into the state of the workforce now in the 2026 era
Mm-hmm. Right.
na nasa isang gig economy
Mm-hmm.
context, no? So yon. So
Yes.
yun.
Yeah. Maybe before we
Yun.
get into Endo, yes. I was wondering like
Mm.
what attracted you to focus on realism or advocacy plays? Like why these kinds of plays when a lot of plays can
Well,
be escapist or fantastical, but you focus on
yeah.
realism. Go ahead.
Because my influence is really when I joined PETA, that was the height of what human rights abuses,
Mm-hmm.
all these issues that affects every I was when I joined PETA, it was still under the martial law. no?
Mhm.
So yun, so yung exposure ko with the community and the different plight of all the sectors, I was exposed to that. So
Mhm.
in a way, it influenced me, and I think it influenced me in a way na hindi po pwedeng I cannot just do an art for art's sake.
Mm.
I need to use my the gift of
Mhm.
creating and doing theater for something bigger than us.
Mhm.
Something that will mirror the current state of a particular sector or a
Mhm.
particular issue that has to be talked about, that has to be mainstream, that has to be addressed, no?
Mhm.
So yon, so in a way I became a social realist in terms
Mhm.
of art without any specific agenda,
Mm.
advocacy, or purpose,
Mhm.
you know. So there, so that's my influence really. So
Mm.
it's really the core the core essence of why PETA exists. It's really
Yes.
because of we want to use theater for mirroring what's happening in our society, for empowering these sectors so
Mm.
that their issues are can be addressed.
Yes.
Yeah, ganon.
I think you mentioned sometimes that in your work you made theater with the community or with the people, and I think Ma'am Liza, when
Yes,
when she was in the podcast, she also mentioned she did a bit of research with the gig economy in Endo. So, uh,
yes,
how
yes.
have you collaborated with them, and do we see that some of that here in Endo? Go ahead.
Yes, in terms of well, specifically for Endo, my process is basically very collaborative, no.
Yes.
So once the well, this one Endo is came from the movie,
Yes.
written and directed by Jade Castro, no.
Mm-hmm.
So yon, so malinaw na no 2007 ito. So this movie came out na parang out of yung parang it's something unique during that time kasi during that time napaka mainstream at napaka
Mm.
ang daming mga commercial movies, no. Then all of a
Mm-mm.
sudden you have this movie na very simple but very poignant,
Mm-mm.
very relevant. Okay, so there. So when Ticket to Me decided to mount it and tapped PETA Plus, so Line
Mm.
produced it for them. So and then they chose me to direct it. Then I had to do some. Of course, I have to revisit the film and then revisit the screenplay. And then we then Lisa and I talked about how are we going to do this. No, so initially, sabi ko, there are some scenes that we need to keep from the movie na pwedeng
Mm-hmm.
magandang maidala sa stage play.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, scene 30 in the play, but
Yes.
sequence 100 in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yun talaga hindi namin yun ginalaw.
Okay.
Exactly. Kung ano yung nakasulat sa screenplay,
Mm.
yun din ang ginawa namin, no. And
Right.
some other scenes na we
Mm-mm.
kept it for the play, no, yung ganon.
Mm.
Nag-usap lang kami ni Lisa on how to go about it. Yun na nga, yung in terms of how to handle the material. So we decided to keep some of the sequences and just transform it into a stage play. But in terms of how ano yung naging clue ko
Mm.
for my directorial treatment is the really the context of 2026, the
Yes.
gig economy na very
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
precarious, ang lakas ng impermanence, 'di ba? Yung ganon.
Mm-mm.
So with those words, parang ay magandang i-translate 'yon sa stage mismo. So that's why we
Mm-mm.
decided, naisip ko, bakit hindi natin to gawin sa isang wobbly stage, no? Yung
Mm-mm.
ganon.
Yes.
Na
Mm-mm.
talagang physically na ma-manifest yung concept of
Yes.
instability, precariousness,
Mm-mm.
and impermanence, no. So
Mm-mm.
kailangan na yung pinaka-reality ay na I made sure na madadala namin yon sa buong, it will guide us in terms of staging it, transforming it into stage. So that's
Mm-mm.
why we decided na when I broached the idea of a wobbly stage to my
Mm-mm.
collaborators, meaning
Right.
the production designer and so on and
Yes.
so forth. Sabi niya, ay, why not? Parang even the dramaturg parang agreed na
Mm-mm.
it makes sense na kailangan
Mm-mm.
siyang na magandang gawin siya sa isang wobbly
Yes.
stage. Plus the
Mm-mm.
fact, parang at the back of my mind, I was also thinking, why not, uh, parang yung mga, kung titingnan mo yung theater landscape, ang daming mga musicals, ganyan, 'di ba? Musicals and then
Mm-mm.
it's either musicals or medyo realism na
Mm-mm.
mga klase ng mga
Yes.
plays. So sabi ko, pag ganito, baka magandang mag-experiment ng something different, something new
Mm-mm.
that we can offer to the public na, oh, may wobbly stage ka,
Mm-mm.
combination of realism and physical theater.
Yes.
Kasi parang nagme-make sense din. You talk about workforce. You talk
Mm-mm.
about workforce, then that means and you want to feature and to highlight that at the end of the day
Mm.
in a capitalist setup,
Right.
ang pinaka main mong um capital,
Yes.
no, is your human capital,
Mm-mm.
no? Why not celebrate their strength,
Mm-hmm.
feature their strength? So
Yes.
naisip ko na so sa staging wise, bakit hindi natin gawing i-mix na physical theater by
Right.
utilizing the bodies of the ensemble, everybody, all the actors, no? So ensemble with a combination of realism and physical theater for it to be for you to challenge also the
Mm.
form and also to feature what the body can do,
Right.
no? So yun,
Yeah.
kaya ganun yung naging direction ng
Mm-mm.
staging, no? So
Yes.
wobbly stage dahil sa precariousness and
Yeah.
instability of the whole gig economy,
Mm-mm.
tapos coupled with why not do physical theater to showcase the strength of the human body,
Yes.
yung ganon. So
Mm-mm.
yun.
Well, you said a lot there, but maybe let's
There.
go a few things one by one. First, I want to talk about like maybe
Sure,
give
sure,
give
sure.
the yeah, you can give the listeners a clear idea on like how did you make
Go,
the
go.
stage wobbly? Yeah. How like and what was the desired effect of like making the wobbly stage? Like how did it affect the
Oo.
performances, for example? And like what did it show, like the wobbliness and them trying to keep on balance? Go ahead.
Yes, the intention is if you do the whole storytelling in a wobbly stage, you're
Mm-mm.
putting these characters in the endo world in an
Yeah.
unstable
Yeah.
state already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So yon. So parang yung alam naman natin na yung context ng if you will base it on reality, the context is really unstable and unstable,
Mm-mm.
impermanence and all that.
Yeah.
Now, so yun yung talaga yung naging guide ko na why
Mm-mm.
not maximize it and put it as a major staging motif, no? By doing the whole storytelling in a
Yeah.
wobbly stage.
Mm-mm.
So yung mismo, yung mga actors na challenge, at the same
Mm-mm.
time, always, palaging nakikita mo yung mga characters, the character of Tanya, Leo, Candy, and even the
Yes.
ensemble, and even the support characters, na alam mong, hindi yan, they go through life, they navigate life, but in a very unstable state. No,
Yes.
yung ganon.
Mm-mm.
So, yun yung pinakadahilan kung bakit nga siya
Mm-mm.
wobbly stage, yung ganon.
Yeah.
Tapos nakita din naman yan based dun sa reaction ng mga nanood nitong weekend, ng first weekend, napakita nila na it makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
no? Dahil na mas naramdaman nila yung precariousness, no, kung
Mm-mm.
nasaan nakapaloob yung mundo yung ng mga character na to. Sa
Yeah.
pangalawa, yung idea of yung napaka-unstable. Hindi mo,
Yeah.
yung kayod ka lang ng kayod, pero hindi mo alam kung
Mm-mm.
makakahanap ka ba ng stability. Kung meron ba
Yeah.
talagang future, no? Yung
Right.
ganon.
Mm-mm. Did you have a
Yun.
peg for the stage, or did you base it on something, or is it just completely new for this production?
No, doon sa naisip ko lang na parang 'di ba yung sa exercise sa gym, 'di ba? Meron
Uh-huh.
kasi ginagamit yung mga instructors yung para
Medicine ball?
to strengthen your core. Meron sila
Uh-huh.
ginagamit na wobbly board, yung gano'n, 'di ba?
Mm.
Yung na mga
Okay.
nag-exercise, gano'n. So that was the
Yes.
inspiration. Sabi ko,
Mm-mm.
ay, wobbly board na ginagamit sa gym ng mga ng mga trainers. Why
Yes.
not bakit hindi natin gamitin 'yon as a motif nung
Mm-mm.
staging.
Yes.
Yun.
And speaking of exercise and bodies. You mentioned that if you highlighted
Yeah.
bodies, the fact that you have maybe what was your logic behind the choreography? Because a lot is going on. In fact, maybe you can slightly give a preview. The main character Leo begins this play climbing, a rope, and
Yes.
then the
Yes.
rest is
Yes.
like, and all the cast is like running around and like going
Yes.
on like
Yes.
scooters. So it's very
Mm-mm.
nakakapagod siya panoorin. Like when I watched it, it's like, oh my gosh, this is must be tiring to perform and it's tiring to watch. So I'm like, why
Yes.
focus on this aspect of labor when actually a lot of theater going audiences might not be as physical? The work, like 21st century capitalism, people stay on their computers, and yet it reminds
Yes.
us there are
Yes.
people still
Yes.
kumakayod talaga ng gamit ng
Correct.
katawan.
Correct.
So,
Correct. Correct.
sige. So go ahead.
Correct.
Like, mm,
So una, yung provide ni D. Cortesano bilang set designer. So
mm,
ang una kasing idea talaga wobbly. And then ang na-enhance niya is para mas ma-break ko yung ma-break namin yung vertical space ng theater. Gumawa siya ng mga ropes lubed
yes.
representing the lifeline of every Filipino working class. So
Mm-hmm,
that yun yung symbol ng mga ropes. Yung each rope represent of the Filipino workforce. It's their lifeline.
mm-hmm,
Okay? And then one day I came up with this with an idea na parang I will start this play with the lead Leo holding and manipulating or in trying to get rid of this rope na
mm-hmm,
isang na lang na frayed rope,
mm-hmm,
'di ba? Yung parang one straw na encapsulates his state as a breadwinner, as forever work. I mean, forever accepting different and variety of gigs just to
mm-hmm,
survive, just to provide for his family. Yung
mm-hmm,
ganon. So, yun yung pinaka connection nun, no?
mm-hmm,
And all this, ang pinaka, yung ano mo nun, ang pinaka bottom line niya ay you are servicing the text because
mm-hmm,
that is evident in the text
mm-hmm.
even from the movie
Yes.
ganon so evident na yan. So you just have to pick it up, you just have to be very sensitive with what the movie is
Right.
really trying to say.
Mm-mm.
So yun yung pinick up ko. So and the whole thing, everything, all the ideas is primarily to service the text. Yung
Yes.
ganon, no? So
Uh-huh.
yun yung pinaka-rational kung bakit
Yeah.
ganon. So
Mm-mm.
parang, kung sinabi mong workforce, and then
Mm-mm.
in this economy, everybody is gearing for a quality, parang gunning for a quality of life, 'di ba? Yung
Mm-hmm.
ganon. Tayong lahat, we are aiming for a quality of life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Pero, so meaning, meron din concept ng mobility.
Yes.
Mobility as metaphorically and
Mm-mm.
also literally. Palaging tayo mga manggagawa, tayong naghahanap buhay, we're
Mm-mm.
always mobile, moving,
Yes.
ganon. So,
Mm-mm.
kailangan ma-translate yon sa play, no? Kaya
Yes.
din yung word na mobility, yung mobility ay talagang in-embrace din ng production.
Right.
Ganon.
The funny thing is, like, while updating, you also show that these gigs are mediated by gadgets, by
Yes,
apps. Yes.
yes,
But
yes.
it didn't. Go ahead.
Because according to our dramaturg Eric De La Cruz, sabi
Mm-mm.
niya, noong 2007, ang sitwasyon ay very lateral
Mm-mm.
yung relationship ng malinaw,
Mm-mm.
employer-employee. Ang approval mo, ang buhay mo sa pagiging empleyado ay nakadepende sa evaluation ng iyong employer.
Mm-hmm.
'Di ba?
Yes.
Napaka-lateral, napaka-vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Ganon. Ngayon, 2026, hindi na lang yung may-ari ng kumpanya. Kunyari,
Mm-mm.
kung nasa isa kang gig economy, hindi
Yeah.
na lang yung may-ari ng kumpanya ang hinihingan mo ng approval. Kung
Mm-mm.
hindi, yung mga customers mo, yung algorithm, yung rating mo sa
Mm-mm.
iyong mga gadget,
Mm-mm.
that you are dependent on that that dictates your future. Kung
Right.
meron ka pang gig bukas o wala na. Kung
Mm-mm.
meron bang kukuha sa'yo o wala na. So, ganun yung pagkakaiba
Yeah.
according to Eric De La Cruz, no, our
Mm-mm.
dramaturg.
Yes.
So, yun maganda rin yung insight na yun. Na sa panahon ng 2026, hindi na nga lang naman boss ang merong say kung ano yung magiging rating mo. Kung hindi, yung
Mm-mm.
client mo, yung
Mm-mm.
client servicing mo, yung relationship mo sa lahat ng mga sa
Mm-mm.
gig economy na pinapasukan mo, 'di ba? Yung ganon. So yun yung
Mm-mm.
isang pagkakaiba ng
Right.
2007 sa 2026 context.
Yes.
Yeah.
And funny thing is that it's meant to make our lives easier, but in reality, it made things more complicated. Like it gave them more work
Yes.
and more
Yes.
vulnerability. Yeah.
Correct,
I do,
correct.
yeah. I do want to, I notice also the changes. Like you look at the characters, maybe I want to talk about how the characters changed from
Mm.
2007 to 2026 and maybe how it informed your casting. Because if you notice, I remember the actors, like particularly with Leo, Jason Abelos. Okay, he's more of a the boy next door type. But if you look
Yeah.
at Esteban and Royce, they're both like clearly masculine, like workers' bodies, you know.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and I think well, Jasmine Curtis, who plays Tanya, is much more, how do you say, well, much prettier, but highlights more feminine, clearly feminine kind of worker. I believe her work is even nursing, tutoring, BPO. So it anyway, did you what was your idea in like casting these very, let's say, more uh, how do you call this, hyper masculine, hyper feminine kind of like
Mm,
images, or
mm,
like
mm,
these
mm.
actors play and actresses playing these characters? Go
Oo.
ahead, direct. Yeah.
So, una sa lahat, all of these actors, Royce, Esteban, Rizzy, Kate,
Yes.
Yana, and Jasmine, they all
Mm-mm.
auditioned.
Yes.
Yeah, they all auditioned. Are you still with
Yes.
me? When they
Yes. Go
came
ahead.
in, when they came in sa audition, sabi ko, wow,
Uh-huh.
interesting. They're here. That
Yeah.
means they're really interested and available to do a play. Okay?
Okay.
So parang you grab that opportunity. So pangalawa, yung kailangan ka rin naman I mean in reality, in the theater landscape, you need
Yeah.
to have someone in your cast that is bankable.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
Ganon. So parang with that opportunity, nag-audition sila, they're willing, they're
Mm-mm.
available, at the same time, they're very bankable and they're very good actors.
Yes.
'Di ba? Ang ganon. So parang, wow, andiyan na lahat ng mga ano mo, ang mga signs, ang mga alas mo
Yeah.
nandiyan. Meron kang
Mm-mm.
meron silang mga pangalan na, established na sila,
Mm-hmm.
may galing sila, at they're willing to be
Mm-hmm.
part of the production. So why
Mm-hmm.
not? Why not embrace those givens, 'di ba? Yung
Mm-hmm.
ganon. Um so yun. So in terms of casting, when nung nagpa-audition ako sa kanila, I had to ask them to read sequence 100 from the screenplay.
Mm-hmm.
No, ito yung confrontation ni Leo and Tanya sa dulo. Okay?
Yes.
And then they were very good. They were
Okay.
very good. So yung
Mm-mm.
ganon. So parang yung physicality, parang came in as a second
Okay.
consideration.
Mm-mm.
Yung it was really more of their emotional capacity as actors
Okay.
and also their chemistry together.
Okay.
Yung ganon. So yun yung pinaka main consideration na magiging dahil nga alam ko from the very beginning that this play will be very physical, no?
Mm-hmm.
So parang ano din sila doon, na-excite din sila doon kasi they don't get to do this kind of play every day. No, so when I described to them my intention na I want this is going to be a mix of realism and physical theater, na-excite sila doon. They don't know exactly anong ibig sabihin nun, pero na-excite sila na it's something new. So
Right.
as actors, as artists, na-challenge din sila
Mm-mm.
na
Yeah.
okay, it's a play but it's not a usual play because I'm going
Mm-mm.
to mix forms, ganon, 'di
Right.
ba? Yun.
Mm-mm.
So yun yung pinaka naging basihan or naging process sa casting sa kanila.
Mm-mm.
Yun.
Uh, maybe we can discuss like how, for example, stage Leo and stage Tanya and stage Candy are different from the movie Tanya, movie Leo, movie Candy. Have you observed that? And were they intentional, or like did they emerge? Like how did they grow into their own versions of these same characters? Go ahead.
Oh, definitely they have the actors of the movie
Yeah.
and the play
Hmm.
is totally different in
Right.
yung gano'n. At saka kasi sa pelikula, you don't need to be kasi pwede kang i-close up, eh, 'di ba?
Hmm.
Pwede kang i-close up sa pelikula, eh, gano'n. You
Yeah.
just have to look the part, gano'n,
Mm-mm.
'di ba? Eh, in
Mm-mm.
theater kailangan your whole body has to be involved. Yung
Mm-mm.
gano'n. Not just
Yeah.
your eyes, not just your head, not
Right.
just your upper body, but your
Mm-mm.
entire being has to
Right.
be involved in every scene that you're going to, execute.
Yes.
Gano'n. So yun yung and then ang pinakamaganda kasi doon, each actor, kahit may alternates yan,
Mm-mm.
doing the same role, they will have a totally different interpretation of the role. That's the
Okay.
beauty of having alternates. Kasi makikita mo yung insight ng isang actor na iba sa insight. They're both, and I always remind them that you should service the text. That
Mm-hmm.
is the main role of the actor. That
Mm-hmm.
is the text is your guide, is your Bible for your interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Ganon. So
Mm.
yun.
Okay.
So the movie at Jason Abalos, if you are to compare them sa kila Royce and Jasmine, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, si Jasmine napaka-mistisa, 'di ba?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yung gano'n, sino parang mahihirapan ka, talaga ba, maniniwala ka ba na isa siyang promodizer at saka
Mm-mm.
nagbi-BPO and all that, pero you cast against type. Hindi naman ibig
Mm-mm.
sabihin ng mistisa hindi na gumagawa ng gano'ng klaseng trabaho, 'di ba? Hindi naman
Mm-mm.
totoo 'yun kasi meron din namang mga mistisahin na nasa
Mm-hmm.
BPO, 'di
Yes.
ba?
Mm-mm.
Meron din namang mga mistisahin na nasa bazaar na nagbebenta ng
Yes.
mga nag-o-online selling. Naku, Diyos ko, 'di ba
Mm-mm.
meron pa diyan mga nakatrabaho ko bilang ano, TVC commercial models, 'di ba? Yung gano'n. Pero
Mm-mm.
type, mas mo gano'n.
Mm-mm.
'Yun. Did I answer your
Mm-mm.
question?
Yes, I understood. Sorry, it was a bit choppy. I'll Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Let's see. I was wondering, you talked about the physicality and the work scenes, but you also differentiated that when I watched the play with the romance scenes, and it's much slower, it's more ballet. So I was wondering, like, how did you differentiate these scenes, and how you treated the material in highlighting how the material treats romance, because at its core, it's a love story, but set in in the gig economy. So how did you situate and treat the romantic aspects? Go ahead.
Well, during there were romantic or love-making scenes, 'di
Yes.
ba, in the play. So, ang pinaka-impetus nun is yung pakiramdam ng dalawang taong may gusto sa isa't isa, yung
Mm-mm.
gano'n, 'di ba?
Yes.
So, ang meron ding so na-translate yon sa choreography.
Mm-mm.
So, like, for example, yung first time nilang nag-make love, ano yon, dala yun ng yung parang yung feeling mo nung 'di ba meron kang gustong tao tapos yung matagal mo na yung parang nare-realize mo gusto mo siya then all of a sudden nagkaroon kayo ng chance to consummate it and physicalize it. So that
Mm-mm.
was the first direction in
Mm-mm.
terms of choreography, no, yung
Mm-mm.
ganon. Yung second time na mag-love making sila, it's out of exhaustion.
Mm.
Exhaustion naman yung parang I need some warmth. So iba rin yung choreography doon, 'di ba? Yung ganon. At iba yung reason kung bakit sila bakit sila nagme-make love, ganon.
Mm-mm.
Yung third, it's tawag dito, yung what's the term? It's
Mm-hmm.
out of kasi nag-away sila eh. So it's a
Mm-mm.
make yung it's a ano what's the term? Yung it's a make out pero out of dahil nagbati
Makeups. Yeah.
kayo, yung gano'n. Ay yung
Okay.
what do you to make-up
Makeup
sex.
sex? Yeah.
Yes, it's a make-up sex. So iba rin yung context ng third, yung gano'n,
Mm-mm.
'di ba?
Yeah.
So gano'n yung pinaka-differentiation niya na so hindi lang siya love making for the sake of love making, but it
Yes.
has also sir some context kung bakit sila nagla-love making, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Yung gano'n. Bakit sila nagse-sex? Yung gano'n. It's really their way of being together and expressing things that is unarticulated, yung
Okay.
gano'n. So
Mm-mm.
gano'n yung naging treatment sa choreography. Tapos
Mm-mm.
ayoko ng ballet-ballet. Ayoko
Mm-mm.
ng gano'n, 'di ba? Kasi hindi naman sila ballet dancers. So gusto ko
Uh,
yung parang they're moving out of an emotion
mm-hmm.
na hindi na formless. Hindi mo
Mm.
masabi na, ay, ballet ba yung ginagawa nila? Jazz ba? Or whatever. Ayoko may define na, they're just, for a fact that they're moving because out of an emotion.
Right.
Yung gano'n. Yun yung
Mm-mm.
pinaka impetus kung bakit sila gagalaw kasi
Mm-mm.
kasi yung emotion nga na
Uh-uh.
kailangan nilang i-express through movement, yung gano'n. So
Mm-mm.
parang sinasabi kaya that's why in the choreography, pinasabi ko pala madalas ko pinapaalala sa kanilang lahat na
Mm-mm.
always look at each other's eyes while
Mm-mm.
you're executing the choreography. Kasi yun talaga yung connection, yung
Mm-mm.
gano'n. So
Mm-mm.
hindi mo pwedeng touch lang kung hindi kailangan yung titig mo yung para pag gagawa ka ng anumang gesture
Mm-mm.
ay connected dahil
Mm-mm.
connected kayo nagtitigan kayo to death ganon.
Yes.
Yun.
Mm-mm.
Yun that was
Yeah.
the treatment ng tag dito ng movement or ng love making choreography.
Mm-mm.
Yun.
And then, of course, while they were brought together by the gig economy, it also tore them apart. So I was wondering, like, how did you
Mm.
treat like their eventual, well, fallout? And like, I noticed there's also like a conflict between the work that they represented. I mentioned earlier, like, Aleo is a traffic enforcer, a cargador, a delivery driver,
Mm.
and Tanya is a
Delivery,
tutor,
sundo. Mm-mm.
yeah,
Mm,
and she is
mm,
a
mm.
online sales or promodizer, BPO. So are you also stating something about like the masculine and feminine aspects of the economy? And in a way, parang si Tanya, became she has an advantage in this economy. So do you think
Mm.
there's a conflict between these two aspects of the economy, the masculine physical
Wala
labor?
wala naman,
Yeah.
wala naman. It's just that in reality, most of the riders, Grab drivers are male. Pero hindi
Yes.
naman siya wala namang iba pang meaning, no?
Right.
We're just representing what is also in reality happening,
Sure.
no? Yung
Okay.
gano'n. So, pero marami din namang mga male BPO
Yes.
employees, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Meron ding nag-online selling pero because we don't have the time and the luxury of representing everybody,
Right.
no? So Leo it represents the drivers, the delivery per people working for ang trabaho ay delivery, yung
Yeah.
gano'n, 'di ba? So
Mm-mm.
he represents that. Tapos si Tanya represents ito namang other side ng sector ng gig
Mm-mm.
economy, the
Yeah.
promodizer, the online seller, the BPO, yung gano'n,
Mm-mm.
factory worker din siya ng paggawaan ng longganisa, yung gano'n.
Yeah.
So yun, so they best represent that sector, no, yung
Mm-mm.
gano'n. So yun, but more than the whether that's feminine or masculine, that's beside the point because
Okay.
the point is ano yung nasaan sila, ano yung kanilang level of participation sa
Mm-mm.
isang gig economy. Gaano
Okay.
sila kalubog, gaano
Mm-mm.
sila kapagod dahil dun sa kanilang mga participation nung trying to make to both ends meet, just to
Right.
get by, just to provide something for the family. Yun yung nire-represent. It has nothing to do with the gender, yung
Okay.
ganon. So,
Uh-huh.
yun.
But they're okay, at the center of their conflict, it's also their capacity to dream. And me and Lisa talked, Ma'am Lisa talked about
Yes.
it, but maybe you can elaborate. Why are some workers no longer able to dream while others maybe can, and that's why they're pushing to move out. It's weird. Like the hope for Danya is to move out of the country. So, yun, maybe you can
Yes,
talk about that.
yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Because it has something to do with agency.
Mm-hmm.
'Di ba? Agency. Like for example, yung character ni Tanya, hindi naman siya graduate naman siya, meron siyang degree, nursing graduate siya, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So meron siyang agency na to make things better. That's why
Mm-hmm.
she can afford to dream and plan for a better life outside this country. But
Mm-mm.
there are also characters or people in our midst na katulad ni Leo
Mm-mm.
na walang masyadong agency. 'Di
Mm-hmm.
ba? Kasi nga hindi naman nakapagtapos. 'Di ba?
Uh-uh.
Yung gano'n. So 'yon. So medyo tapos given pa yung nangyari sa buhay niya na iniwan sila ng nanay niya and all that.
Mm-mm.
Tapos she being the eldest, so kailangan tapos meron siyang tatay na ay nabubulag na tapos medyo incapacitated. So
Mm-mm.
parang papaano ka magde-dream ng long term when ang immediate is to survive.
Mm-mm.
'Di ba? Yung gano'n. So meron talaga tayong mga kababayan na gano'n na wala ng panahon para mangarap. Ang pangarap na lang ay sana meron akong maiuwi sa
Mm-mm.
pamilya ko today, 'di
Mm-mm.
ba? Yung gano'n. So
Mm-mm.
ganun yung masakit na reality. There are people in na mga kababayan natin talagang anong dream kayo diyan? Anong pangarap?
Mm-mm.
Kailangan ang real nung wala kaming sasaingin bukas. Ang real
Mm-mm.
nun eh, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
So I have to provide that as a breadwinner. So what is the dreaming all about? What is the dreaming for? 'Di ba? Yung ganon. Since also marami din sa ating mga kababayan na parang wala namang kapasidad na mag-aral or merong intellectual capacity to absorb to enhance their intellectual
Yes.
intellectual prowess, 'di ba? Yung gano'n. Meron din gano'n na wala
Mm.
talagang kakayanan at resources para mapabuti yung ma-enhance ang kanilang intellectual intelligence, yung gano'n, 'di
Yes.
ba? Yung gano'n.
Mm-mm.
So, yung thinking capacity. So meron ganun yung kaya meron kang isang nire-represent na may agency, nakapag-aral, may capacity mag-dream and to go beyond the survival mode.
Right.
And there are also people in our midst na
Mm-mm.
talagang survival mode ang pinaka-concern every day. Ganon.
Mm-hmm.
Lalo na ngayon, di ba? Sa gera na nangyayari sa bansa,
Mm-mm.
tayo ay naman ay apektado, 'di ba? Yung
Mm-mm.
gano'n. So, tayo naman talaga na yung ang uunahin mo is your immediate concern, which is
Yes.
to survive. So,
Yes.
'yun,
Uh-huh.
gano'n.
Uh, yes. Okay. I feel like I haven't talked about like Candy and the ensemble. Like we mentioned last time, but maybe
Oh.
can you help us understand the role of Candy and the ensemble in the message of Endo? Since you've expanded the world much further than even the movie does. So go ahead. What's the role of the Candy and the ensemble and the rest of the characters?
Candy represents naman yung Candy represents yung yung mga characters na they want comfort
Mm-hmm.
in the easiest way possible.
Ah,
Even
okay.
even in the not so morally correct
Right.
path, 'di
Yes.
ba? Ganon. So yun si Candy. Yun si
Yes.
Candy. He parang if there is a better way to seek comfort, why not? Si
Mm-hmm.
Candy yun.
Yes.
If Leo, she is into Leo because Leo is something at some point in their lives as a couple was so convenient to be with.
Or familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or familiar. Yung parang,
Yes.
at saka non-committal, di ba?
Yes.
Non-committal yung Leo di ba? So parang,
Mm-mm.
ang dali nito kay, para, may gusto to ni Candy kasi parang,
Mm-mm.
easy, easy. Ganun. If I want
Mm-mm.
to have a good time, Leo is so easy to be with.
Yeah.
Yung ganun, no? Yun.
Mm-mm.
So yun yung nire-represent ni
Yes.
Candy. Yung
And her
Ansam,
job is an influencer. So it's like
influencer,
enjoying her life and recording it and people
oo,
enjoying it.
and
Yeah.
then mas medyo medyo clout chasing, 'di ba?
Yes.
Yung gano'n. 'Yun.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Yung gano'n. Kung sino yung pwede na makaka-provide ng certain comfort, why not, 'di ba?
Yes.
Yan si
Mm-mm.
Candy.
Yeah.
Yung Ansam is they represent your ordinary taong bayan in the community doing
Mm-mm.
multiple roles. Ganon. So
Yes.
the Ansam, you need the Ansam to help enhance the milieu of these
Mm-mm.
characters. Yung
Mm-mm.
ganon. So, ganun yung role ng Ansam, doing multiple roles, providing context, providing details by playing different characters, yung ganon, 'di ba?
Uh-huh.
So yon. So like for example, oh, you need an Ansam to show ano yung pila sa DFA, 'di
Mm-mm.
ba? Yung ganon. You need an Ansam to show what's anong itsura ng hospital, anong itsura
Uh-huh.
ng isang restaurant, anong
Mm.
itsura ng traffic, yung ganon,
Mm-mm.
'di ba? So you need the bodies. Plus at the same time, you are featuring them. They're
Mm.
featuring their capacity.
Mhm.
They're not just Ansam background people, but
Yes.
they represent and they help enhance the scene
Mm-mm.
by them doing
Right.
multiple roles, and that in doing that you are highlighting that the body can what the body can do. You are
Mm-mm.
celebrating what the body can do. Na
Mm-hmm.
as an actor, they can do multiple silhouettes, multiple
Yes.
voice character,
Mm.
multiple whatever, yung ganon. And you
Mm-mm.
need to celebrate that.
Right. Okay. So, well, you've given us a great preview of like what to expect here, but uh, maybe you can push the conclusion on like maybe and invite the listeners. Why should they watch Story of Endo, especially when it's actually a very heavy topic. Me and Ma'am Liza talked about this as well. Na parang nakakalungkot siya. So why watch stories like this, and what can people learn from this kind of story, which is very much tied to everyone's struggle with the economy. So if we're already experiencing the economy this way, why watch something like this again? So maybe your own case, your own answer to this question. So why watch something as heavy and economically relevant as Endo? Go ahead.
because we need as because we need to be seen.
Yeah, okay.
If your plight is being staged and being mainstreamed, then
Yes.
you feel seen, you feel
Okay.
that you are relevant, you feel that your story matter.
Mm.
So that's why you need to watch Endo, because
Mm-hmm.
this is a story of our ordinary people
Mm-hmm.
doing the daily grind, looking for a better future, trying to survive. And then and parang sinasabi mo, mahirap na nga ang buhay, bakit pa ako magnonood ng isang mabigat at why do you need to mirror it to me? Ganon.
Yes.
By mirroring, you can see objectively your reality, and
Mm-mm.
probably in doing so you can change your life a bit, and try,
Yes.
and you are by being aware,
Mm-mm.
this is what I am into, this is ito
Mm-mm.
pala yung rot na
Yeah.
kinapapalooban ko. Then
Uh-uh.
probably if I see it in the mirror, then I can probably attend to it and try to do something with it and
Mm-mm.
change something for the better.
Uh-huh.
So that's what theater can do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the role of theater.
Uh-huh.
The theater will mirror what's happening in reality so that we
Mm.
can learn from it, we can have some insight, and it will help us navigate the very challenges of life.
Mm, wonderful. But maybe we can point that even further. What are you hoping to change in the world with Endo? What are the changes you hope for with by telling the story of Endo? Direct?
Probably the state of our workforce.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes.
So probably what Endo can contribute is by showing the reality, the state of our workforce. Then
Mm-mm.
probably we can change the state of the our workforce.
Mm-mm.
Na hindi lang sila, they have stories to tell. We need
Mm-mm.
to if you want to advance, to make this country a better place to live in, we have to attend to our human capital.
Mm-mm.
Okay? So by what? Alleviating them from poverty, providing them I know a security of job or plenty of jobs, so they have option of what job to take,
Right.
or provide them a bet so that they can have a better life. So that's
Mm-mm.
what Endo can is trying to share, to the public. Now this is
Mm-mm.
not just, yes, it's a love story. They will,
Yes.
we try to stage it in the most visually magical manner,
Mm-mm.
no? Yung ganon. Pero, yun na nga, it's really, at the end of the day, mapapaisip ka,
Mm-mm.
ito na ba talaga? Ganito na ba talaga
Mm-mm.
lang mabuhay sa Pilipinas? Ganon.
Oh my God. Yes.
Ito na ba yon? Ito na ba yung buhay sa Pilipinas? Hindi ba natin to
Mm-mm.
pwedeng magawa ng paraan? Hindi ba natin to pwedeng hindi pa natin to pwedeng ma-improve? Ang
Yeah.
tagal na natin sa ganitong klaseng rot.
Uh-huh.
Parang yung ganon, no?
Uh-huh.
So yun.
Mm-mm.
Yun,
Oh,
basically.
yes. Okay. Thank you. That's actually a great way to invite people to watch Endo because yeah, it's a reminder both sides of human being. The workers that you see are also capable of love, and the lovers also need to work for the right to love. So both sides, and I think I watched it already in the first run, the
Yes.
preview, and I invite
Yes.
everyone here and our listeners to watch it. Maybe watch it again, maybe with the other cast. That's the great thing about alternates, as you said, they have different ways of telling the same story. So, Direct, maybe
Yes.
one last message to invite everyone to watch Endo, and how can they get tickets, and how long when can up until when can they watch it? Go ahead, Direct.
Sure. Okay. So Endo opened last weekend, no, April 10, and we are still running up to May 10. And tickets you can avail of your tickets through tickettome.net, no? So
Mhm.
yon. So yun na nga. So sana yung you look at theater not just as a form of entertainment, but as a form of one empowering the artists and also the workers, yung pinaka-theme at pinag-uusapan ng Endo. And at the same time, you use theater for enhancing your critical mind. Yung
Mm,
ganon. Yung looking at them, because theater is mirroring a lot of realities in our midst, then by doing so, nakikita mo din na, what can I do?
mm-mm,
What can I do to make things better? To make life better? So
mm-mm.
yun. Yun yung
Okay.
bakit nag exist ang theater. Hindi lang kami pang entertainment, but we're
Yes.
also part of consciousness raising.
Mm,
Yung ganon. So
yes.
yun. By tackling relevant issues that affects everyone. No, yung ganon. And we just have to do it creatively in a form like in an art form like theater. Yung
Mm-mm.
ganon.
All right. Well, thank you
Yun.
very much. Yes. Thank you very much, Direct Melvin Lee, for your insights and for your explanation on the different approaches to portraying reality, even in the exaggeration of like an unstable stage of increased physicality and choreography of even a simple but very realistic love story. Again, yeah, you can get your tickets from Ticket to Me, and you can watch it better up until May 10. Okay, so please grab your
Yes.
tickets while the run is going. Hopefully, hope it gets extended. But again, while the run is here, watch it while you still can. Okay,
Yes.
all right. Thank you, very much. Okay, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.